Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. So today's video is going to be another review because I have been waiting, since this was announced, I have been waiting for this to come out and I was so excited. I couldn't get it yesterday when it released. So I thought, I went up today, went to Selfridges and I got it and I was so happy that I got it. I don't know if the shade's gonna suit me, so my hair is a mess. So today's video is literally a review on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation, right? Now, I've never ever tried any of Huda Beauty's makeup. I've never tried her eyeshadows, never tried her lipsticks, eyelashes, nothing. Oh my god, I'm getting a spot. I've seen them and they look stunning, but I wanted to try out the foundation. If anything, if you used to tell me what could I not live without besides from my brows, is foundation, especially a full coverage one, because then you don't really need a concealer. I really needed help with this. I thought I was going to be one shade, but I was completely, I thought I was going to be in the medium section. I'm in the light, like this is why I'm just a bit because I don't know if it's actually my shade or not. So yeah, so I'm going to do claims, swatches, how it wears, and then I'm going to do like one half with a brush, one half with a sponge, one half with primer, one not, one with powder, one with not, so we actually see how it goes on my skin. So first of all, for the claims, this foundation is said to be, it says it's packed with ultrafine pigments that visually erase blemishes, conceal hyperpigmentation, smooth skin and blur imperfections. So it says the coverage is full, and it says it's for skin types with sensitive, normal, dry, combination and oily, which is practically everyone. So hopefully this is a very diverse foundation where everyone can use it, not like no matter of what your skin type is. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that it's like a radiant finish, but radiant's not a very descriptive word for the actual finish, so I think it's a semi-matte. Don't quote me on it, I'm not too sure, because I've seen like one review so far, because this was released yesterday. I got mine in Selfridges. In the UK it's also able to get in Harrods and Selfridges and Cult Beauty online. Mine's in the shade Toasted Coconut 240 Neutral. Apparently this is really good for your skin as well, but because when I went into Selfridges, I was lucky because my foundation came with a little sample primer, because I knew that they were doing like the first batch of people were going to get the primer, but I didn't know if the second day they were still doing it. Maybe it was just because my foundation wasn't that common. Apparently it's got claims that it's actually quite good for your skin. It says it's water resistant, budge proof, it's rich in skin nourishing argan oil to respect your complexion as it instantly perfects. And I thought originally I was going to be in, I can't remember what shade it was. I think it was Baklava. And I wasn't. Like when I tried it on my hand, I don't know if you can still see, like it's really dark on my hand. Like I've washed my hands about 6-7 times. This stuff is not budging, which is a good sign, because then we know it's not going to move. But is it? I think it might be waterproof, but your girl's going to try it out. I don't know what I'm feeling about the packaging. I like it. Like I thought it was going to be glass. I didn't know it was plastic until it's definitely plastic, but I watched her Instagram story today and she was saying because travel friendly, when you're carrying glass bottles, they're likely to crack. So I think she was trying to be very travel friendly here. I do like it. It has that glass effect to it, but it's not glass. It comes with a pump and it says it has 35 millilitres. Oh, so this is a lot more than, because this is £32, so this retails for £32 and it has 35 millilitres, which is a lot more than what you get, not a lot more, but more than what you would usually get for a foundation. The average is 30 millilitres. So we're going to do swatches now, so I'm going to swatch a whole bunch of different foundations that are similar, or the foundations I use, so it can be easy for you if you want to get yourself colour matched. Okay, so we've got, you can barely see, but we've got 4 shades on my arm. So the first shade is the, let me darken. So the first shade is the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Toasted Coconut. Then we've got the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Natural Beige. Then here we've got the, what is it called? The L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade 4D4W Natural Door Golden Neutral. And then the last shade, oh my god, you can barely see, which is a bit off for me because as I said, I bought originally it in a really darker shade because I thought I was darker than I was, but I wasn't. This was the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade Medium Beige. I think I'm a little bit, I'm not so yellowy. I don't know what this, it's sort of pinkish I find with this one. Oh my god, my swatches are so bad. So yes, I'll take a picture of this and I'll probably put it in or something like that. So let me tie my hair back. This is the Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I've heard you can use this more than once because you're only literally going to use a tiny bit. So I'm going to do half my face with a primer, half without a primer. A tiny bit. I'm just going to... I've already moisturised, but that was like ages ago because I actually went out to get it today. So half my face is going to be with a primer, and half of it's going to... It has a real, like... To me it smells a bit like ginger. It has like a gingery smell to it. That's weird, that's nice. This side of my face is going to be using a brush, sorry it's a little bit dirty, and this side is going to be using a beauty blender. I'm going to put the littlest amount. I'm going to do about half a pump, about that much onto my face. I don't know what the colour is going to be like, but I think I put a tiny bit too much on. Okay. And we're going to blend this in using my Morphe M439. This might look a tad light at first, but it will oxidize, I'm hoping. It does match, this foundation does actually match my neck, so that's what we're going for. I'm not going to use a concealer, I'm actually going to use this as a concealer, but so far it has that, you know the Milani foundation, it has that sort of texture, sort of, like it's quite thick but not like heavy thick. Well no, the Milani one is a tad heavy, but it's not drying down as fast as I thought it would, which is nice because then it means if you want to add like cream products you could. How does that look? Like everything, I'm liking it. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Oh god, bits of hair. It's taking a bit of time to dry now. That might just be because of the brush, but so far I think that is a really good match. I think. Because I'm in the light section, this is 240 neutral, and I'm liking this so far. It looks a bit tiny bit like paler than my skin, but it should, when it sets and it oxidizes, it should look my shade. It's not like the Fenty foundation where it was like, whoa. But so far, this is about the primer, this is with a brush. So far, I really, really, really like it. It says it's like a cream to powder finish, so we're going to see how that works, but that is that side. I don't know if you can see. I haven't done under my eyes or whatnot, so now with the primer side, now that everything's settled in on the primer side, I'm going to use my beauty blender and I'm going to put some on my face again instead of applying it just to the beauty blender because I know I'll lose product then. Over my face. You can see it starting to oxidize a little bit, I think, but I think the woman at Selfridge, she was lovely. Because when I went there, I originally thought that I was a certain shade, but I actually wasn't. I'm just adding a tiny bit more. I think I put too much on, but we'll work with it. So I'm just going to use the beauty blender, just dab this in, because when I went there, because it was so dark in there, like there was no way of me getting my actual shade. Like I would have never have picked, I wouldn't even looked at the lighter aisle of the shades. Because I was going to go for baklava or like, I think it was cheesecake or something like that. And that just, they were way too dark. Like way too dark. I want to see how this performs as a concealer as well. Because it is looking full coverage. Preferring the brush side, I think, a tad more. Well, you are going to, aren't you? Because it blends it out. I think the beauty blender blends it out a lot better, but I think with the brush, it just adds a little bit more coverage, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll show you a close-up in a minute. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. I think with me, because I'm so fussy with how full coverage I want something, I'm just going to add loads to my face until it's just like you can't see anything. But I think that's just personal preference. It looks okay, I suppose. Oh. It looks a lot better on this side. It looks too, I think slightly on camera it might look two different colours. That is purely because, oh my god, my hair looks crazy. That is purely because of the fact that it's oxidised, but it hasn't like set into any like smile lines or anything like that. I don't know what I prefer. I think they equally distribute the product like as either of them. Like there's no one that does it better. You know what, I'm going to come back after I've done my makeup and then I'm going to tell you my final thoughts, because I'm actually really loving this foundation. I wasn't expecting this at all. I really wasn't expecting this, but it looks cute. So I finished my look. I know last time I went for a red lip as well. I've been really feeling red lips lately. I don't even know if it suits me, but I don't care. So from when I was applying my makeup, everything applied normally. The bronzer and the contour actually applied really nicely. Like it didn't like I set it with the PS My Perfect Colour powder because I've been really feeling this in nude, and everything just looks like, even before the powder, everything just looked blurred out, like, which I really liked. It is oxidizing, which I like because I thought it was tad light, not too light, but it would be perfect in the winter, and I'm hoping that after when I see the results of it oxidizing, that it'll be perfect in the summer as well, because I'm feeling this foundation. I knew it was going to be what it was worth. Like, it's £32. I can never say that it's completely worth the £32 because I don't know who out their right mind, but I did and thousands of other people did. But I wouldn't think, if I was to ever design a foundation, I would never ever put it at £32, never. But even though I've always found her stuff to be quite expensive anyway, so that's why I've not really been pulled in to buy her things. I wouldn't use it for concealer because for me it just seems to be not for a small area, for more of a bigger area because of how pigmented it is. I think it's so pigmented that it might after a while make your eyes look so cakey because it's such in a small region. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like for a bigger region, like so far it looks lovely on my face. I don't know if you can see that. Obviously you can still see a pigmentation. I didn't want to like cover that up with more concealer. My skin isn't the best at the moment, but from what it's covered it looks lovely. I'm digging it. Like I really do like, excuse my hair, excuse everything, I look a mess today, but I do really like it. So for £32, yeah, it's full coverage definitely. It's a semi-matte finish. It's not like matte, like that's what I said about the Fenty, like it wasn't drying, which I like. Sits really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel, I have to do that sometimes. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like there's, obviously I can tell I've got makeup on, but it doesn't feel like, oh, you know, when you've got those foundations that are dragging your face down, it doesn't feel like that. Like it feels really nice. I prefer it to any foundation that I've got, like what I've compared it to. This is my favourite one. So you can see it's oxidized slightly. So it's definitely my shade, near enough. I love it. I definitely repurchase it. The only advice I'd give you is if you're looking online, unless you're like completely no to the point where you're 100% you know what your shade is, but online. But if not, I would say get on transport, get a bus, get a car and go down there and get it yourself, because I'm telling you, I was gonna like Oompa Loompa. Like, can you imagine I bought back that shade? Like, you do not want to be wasting £32. Hoping it doesn't break me out. I'll let you know. If you want to know more about this foundation, you know how it wears through the day and things like that, please follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, please leave it down below. I'll be answering them straight away. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next video, and if you haven't already, please check out my previous videos. If you're new here, thank you for finding me. I'm Hannah. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a massive thumbs up for me. Please subscribe, and I shall see you soon.